I'm here at the Troll Museum with the curator of the Troll Museum, Reverend Jen. Her book is out now. It is called Live Nude Elf, The Sexperiments of Reverend Jen, with a very brief foreword by Jonathan Ames. So it has been ordained by one of the kings of sexual freakiness, Jonathan Ames. Now, is this a memoir, would you call it?
Yeah, it's a memoir.
Yeah.
But it's only a memoir from 2005 to 2007.
Is this a collection of pieces you wrote about sex, specifically?
Yeah, I was a sex columnist for Nerve.com, not because I wanted to be a sex columnist, but because I needed to pay my bills.
Right.
And so it's a collection of those essays, but then to give it a little heart and make it more of a book with a beginning, middle, and end. Yeah. It goes from a couple brief essays about growing up in Maryland to starting the open mic to getting the job as a sex columnist to then quitting that job because I fell in love to getting dumped and then being jobless and brokenhearted.
Nice. So it's the full arc of
yes,
a life.
It has an arc. If it had just been a collection, it would have just been a collection. But here, it has more stuff about love and rejection and art. So it's like more than it being a book about being a sex columnist, I hope it's a book about being an artist and a human being.
Now, sex columnist, is that, like, how did you approach it? Like, is this about you having sex?
Well, the column I wrote was called I Did It for Science, and so every month I had to engage in a new experiment that was sexual in nature, and I had to write a hypothesis, do the lab, and then a conclusion. So I saw you'd opened it to the chapter, The Face of God, and that was, my experiment was making a home sex video. Yeah. And the reason it's called The Face of God, we found the video camera in the garbage, and it had all these mysterious buttons on it. Right. And we pressed one button during my masturbation sequence, and it multiplied all of my hands into like 8 hands and my head into 2, and it looked like Krishna. And as we watched it later, I mean, it was the least erotic thing I'd ever seen in my life. But I said, oh my God, it's like seeing the face of God.
That's great.
Sex and the City Endurance Test is when the box set of all the Sex and the City episodes came out. I tried to watch every single episode in a row. Yeah. I only lasted 22 hours and then felt the walls of reality crumble.
Okay, what's Rear Window?
It's about anal sex, which was never my favorite thing. I'd only tried it once or twice. So Rear Window was really about trying to enjoy my ass. Yeah, for the first time ever.
And how'd that go?
It takes so much preparation.
Yeah, there's lube involved.
Lube, relaxing, and I just don't want to have to go to the store and purchase something that my body produces naturally.
Right. Baby talk?
I got a little tired of having sex by chapter 16, so I was a mom for a day.
Whose kid did you borrow?
My friend Hank and Jen's. They met on the set of my play, Lord of the Cock Rings. They were both actors in it.
Princess Reform School.
That is an S&M reformatory for women who are haughty, and I was...
You went there?
I did. I graduated...
I'll never wash this vagina again.
That title is based on the Brady Bunch episode with Marsha Brady, who, when Davy Jones kisses her hand, and she says, I'll never wash my hand again. Well, I'd gone to London and kind of hooked up with one of my favorite musicians, hence I'll never wash this vagina again.
Have you washed it?
Yeah, it's been 3 years since then, I had to.
Ooh, squirting.
Well, that one's pretty self-explanatory. I learned to squirt. It was much easier than I thought.
How is that a good thing?
It feels great.
Oh, it feels great for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really...
I mean...
You do kind of need a tarp. Or I didn't really have much distance or volume.
But you have to learn to squirt? So is it a myth then that women who when they come, they do that they have no choice but to do that?
Well, some women are just involuntarily squirt. Yeah. But it's the G-spot fills up with, the urethral sponge fills up with liquid. So if you know how to properly handle the urethral sponge, you can make it shoot liquid in a really dynamic, exciting way, and it feels excellent.
God, yeah, I'm missing so many things. Dude for a Day.
Transvestitism.
How to Marry a Millionaire.
Oh, I took a class at the Learning Annex, How to Marry a Millionaire.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I went out and I found one, and he was really nice, and we went on a date, and he was so nice I couldn't be dishonest. I had to be like, listen, I met you because I was, yeah, how about you loan me $20? It was sad because he seemed like a nice person, but ultimately I would have been bored within like 2 dates, you know, so it's probably good that I was honest.
Even with the squirting, you think you would have been bored?
No, I would have been bored.
Oh. Love mayonnaise?
Well, that wasn't an experiment, but that's when one of my lovers had sex with a jar of mayonnaise. I just threw it in there. I think it fully represents how out of control my life got while writing this book.
You weren't home, or? No,
I was there. It was at a party. A few people witnessed it. The mayonnaise.
Did you have a moment where you're like, what are you doing? I thought...
No, because it was part of the plan.
Oh, okay.
It was like an agenda. They were having a prom, and one of the items on the agenda was have sex with a jar of mayonnaise.
As you're finding, there are so many levels of things that need more explanation. But get the book. It's Live Nude Elf. This is Reverend Jen, and she is an American original, an authentic artist filled with integrity and interesting things. She does so many things. I've been enamored with her for years. Remember?
Yeah.